Once upon a time, in a lively village nestled between lush green hills and sparkling streams, there lived a very special cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was no ordinary cat. He was known as the fastest cat in the entire world. His fur was as sleek and shiny as a polished stone, and when he ran, he was a blur of motion. Every year, the village held a grand race where animals from near and far would come to compete and show off their speed. The villagers would gather, filled with excitement, to cheer on their favorite runners. Whiskers had won the race for 3 years in a row, becoming the pride of the village. However, this year, there was a new contender named Flash, a young, energetic squirrel who had recently moved to the village. Flash had spent the entire year training in the nearby forest, leaping from tree to tree and darting across the grass with incredible speed. The villagers whispered that Flash might just be the one to finally beat Whiskers. The day of the big race arrived, and the sun shone brightly in the sky. The starting line was a cacophony of excitement with animals of all shapes and sizes ready to show their stuff. Whiskers stretched his paws, feeling confident but eager for the competition. Meanwhile, Flash twitched his bushy tail nervously, but shot Whiskers a friendly smile. "May the fastest one win," Flash squeaked cheerfully. "Let's give it our best," Whiskers replied, his green eyes twinkling with anticipation. The race course was a challenging loop around the village, designed to test the speed and agility of all who competed. When the starting bell rang, Whiskers shot off like a lightning bolt, his paws barely touching the ground. But to everyone's amazement, Flash was right on his heels, matching his pace stride for stride. As they raced through the quaint cobblestone streets, past the bubbling brook, and up the steep hills, Whiskers felt something he hadn't felt in a long time, a thrilling sense of challenge. He pushed himself harder, his heart pounding with excitement. But Flash was relentless, always just a whisker away. Finally, they approached the last stretch of the race, a straight path lined with cheering villagers. Whiskers knew he had to give it his all. With a mighty leap, he surged forward with everything he had. The crowd's cheers filled his ears, encouraging him on. But Flash wouldn't be left behind. With a determined will, Flash dug deep into his reserves, his tiny paws moving faster than ever before. They were neck and neck, the finish line just a breath away. In the end, they crossed the finish line together, leaving the crowd in a stunned silence. It was a photo finish. The judges conferred and, with smiles on their faces, declared the race a tie. Whiskers and Flash both beamed with joy, realizing the race had shown them not just who was the fastest, but the power of friendship and pushing oneself to the limits. From that day on, Whiskers and Flash trained together, inspiring the villagers and becoming legends of the village races. And so, Whiskers remained the fastest cat in the world, now joined by his equally fast friend, making him the happiest cat in the world too. The end.